Hey everyone, RDCC_23 here. We've all been there. That feeling of dread, the pressure, the anxiety. It's a universal language spoken by students everywhere. Let's talk about how to conquer those exam anxieties and unlock the amazing potential within you. Okay, let's get philosophical for a moment. Imagine, if you will, a vast ocean. Now, imagine those exams not as monstrous waves crashing down on you, but as little buoys bobbing along the surface. They're just markers on your journey, not the journey itself. Think about it. What if, instead of dreading these exams, we saw them as an opportunity? A chance to showcase all the amazing knowledge you've accumulated. Remember those all-nighters fueled by coffee and sheer determination? Those moments of aha, when a difficult concept finally clicked? Those are victories. And those exams? They're just a chance to celebrate those victories, to demonstrate how far you've come. It's like you've been training for a marathon, pushing yourself, building those mental muscles. Now, the race is here. And sure, you might hit a few hills along the way, but remember, you've trained for this. You've got the endurance, you've got the strength, you've got this. So take a deep breath, adjust your perspective, and see those exams for what they truly are. Not obstacles, but opportunities. All right, let's talk strategy. You wouldn't walk onto a soccer field without practicing your free kicks, right? The same goes for exams. Preparation is key. Start early, create a study schedule, and break down the material. Think of it as building a Lego masterpiece, one brick at a time. When you put in the time, those concepts start to click, and suddenly, what seemed daunting becomes manageable. Get creative with your study methods. Make flashcards, draw diagrams, teach the material to your pet goldfish. Whatever helps cement those ideas. Practice tests are like dress rehearsals for the main event. They help you get familiar with the format and build your confidence. So, gather your study tools and start building. You've got the blueprints for success. Before you dive into textbooks, let's talk self-care. Your brain needs fuel, just like a car needs gas. Not just coffee and chips. Sleep is crucial. Sleep is your superpower. It processes information and recharges you. Put down the highlighter and rest. Your brain will thank you. Next, food. Think of meals as brain food. Fuel your body with nutritious foods. And stay hydrated. Water helps your brain function best. Self-care is also mental and emotional. Make time for joy and relaxation. Self-care is essential, not selfish. Your mind and body will thank you. Now, let's get a little imaginative. Close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself walking into that exam room. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Now here's the key. Visualize yourself succeeding. See yourself confidently answering questions, recalling information with ease, and walking out of that exam feeling proud of your efforts. Visualization is a powerful tool used by athletes, performers, and successful people in all walks of life. Why? Because our brains have a hard time distinguishing between what's real and what we vividly imagine. So, when we repeatedly visualize ourselves succeeding, we're essentially programming our brains for success. Imagine the feeling of relief when you finish the last question, the sense of accomplishment washing over you. As you're picturing yourself succeeding, repeat those empowering mantras. I am confident, I am prepared, I am successful. Use visualization to your advantage. Create that mental movie of success and watch as it becomes your reality. All right, let's talk about the power of breath. Because sometimes when those pre-exam jitters hit, the best thing you can do is simply breathe. Think about it. When we're stressed, our bodies go into fight or flight mode. Our heart rate increases, our breathing becomes shallow, and our minds race with anxious thoughts. But deep breathing helps to counteract this stress response. So the next time you feel that wave of anxiety washing over you, take a moment to pause and breathe. Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your lungs with air, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Focus on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. Count each inhale and exhale if it helps to calm your mind. Deep breathing is like a mini meditation you can do anytime, anywhere. It's a simple yet powerful tool for managing stress, calming anxiety, and regaining control. So the next time those pre-exam jitters strike, remember to breathe. It's amazing what a few deep breaths can do to center your mind and restore a sense of calm. All right, let's talk about a secret weapon in the battle against exam fear: practice exams. Think of them as dress rehearsals for the main event. They're your chance to get familiar with the format, the timing, and the types of questions you might encounter. The more you practice, the more confident you'll feel walking into that exam room. It's like the difference between fumbling through a dance routine for the first time and nailing it after weeks of practice. But here's the key. Make it as realistic as possible. Set a timer, find a quiet space, and resist the urge to check your notes every 5 seconds. The goal is to simulate the actual exam experience as closely as possible. And don't be afraid to analyze your results. Identify your strengths and weaknesses, and focus your study efforts accordingly. Practice exams aren't just about memorizing answers. They're about developing test-taking strategies, managing your time effectively, and building your confidence. So embrace the practice test. It's your secret weapon for exam success. All right, let's talk about something really important, asking for help. Because here's the thing, you don't have to go through this alone. There are people in your corner who want to see you succeed, so don't be afraid to reach out for support. Talk to your teachers, your professors, your classmates. They've been there, they get it, and they can offer valuable insights and guidance. Sometimes, just talking through a difficult concept with someone else can make all the difference. And don't forget about your support system outside of school, your family, your friends, your pet goldfish, whoever it is that makes you feel loved and supported. Let them know what you're going through, how they can help, and don't be afraid to lean on them when you need to. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. All right, let's take a trip down memory lane. Think back to a time when you faced a challenge, a time when you doubted yourself, but then persevered and succeeded. What was that experience like? How did you overcome those obstacles? What did you learn about yourself? Now hold on to that feeling of accomplishment. Remember that you've been here before, that you've faced challenges and come out stronger on the other side. You have a well of resilience within you, a history of overcoming adversity. Draw strength from those past experiences. Remember those times you aced a presentation, mastered a difficult skill, or achieved a personal goal? Those were victories, and they demonstrate your capacity for growth and success. And hey, it doesn't have to be something monumental. Maybe it was that time you finally solved a Rubik's Cube, learned a new language, or baked the perfect batch of cookies. Every accomplishment, big or small, is a testament to your ability to learn, grow, and achieve. So, the next time doubt creeps in, remember your past successes. Reflect on those moments of triumph, and let them fuel your belief in yourself. All right, let's talk about the bigger picture for a moment. Because here's the thing. Exams are just one small part of a much larger journey. They're not the be-all and end-all. They're simply a snapshot in time, a measure of your understanding at this particular moment. So instead of getting caught up in the pressure of the outcome, try to shift your focus to the process of learning. Embrace the journey, the ups and downs, the aha moments, and the head-scratching moments. Remember that learning is a lifelong endeavor. It doesn't stop when you graduate, when you get a job, or when you reach a certain age. It's an ongoing process of exploration, discovery, and growth. So, as you're preparing for these exams, try to approach them with a sense of curiosity. See them as an opportunity to delve deeper into subjects that interest you, to expand your knowledge, and to challenge yourself intellectually. Remember, the true value of education lies not in the grades you receive, but in the knowledge you acquire, the skills you develop, and the person you become along the way. So, there you have it, my friends. As you gear up for those exams, remember this. You are capable, you're prepared, and you are so much more than a grade. Now go out there and show those exams who's boss